All right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome to Crypto Therapy 589. This is season 3, episode 11. We've got G Money, of course, with us today. And we have somebody who we're going to do an interview with. We got Stone. Gentlemen, how y'all doing tonight?
What?
I'm great.
What's going on?
Hello.
Can you hear us loud and clear?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, Andy. It was just like a little awkward lag for a second. You know?
How you guys doing tonight?
I'm pretty good. Pretty good.
Yeah, Sunday fun day.
Oh my
Gotta
goodness.
get more XRP.
Yeah, man. So Stone, you know how we're gonna get in here with y'all. So let's give a shout out to the chat. What's going on, Zam? How y'all doing today? I'm gonna actually put y'all comments on the screen just so everybody, if you got a big screen, you can see the comments. They can see what they gotta say.
Nice.
You'll see with our show, man, it starts off slow, then it starts to build up. So we're streaming on YouTube, of course. We're streaming under Twitch, and I put it on my X account. They got the check out on the Fuma. So people will pile in, and we'll just kick it. So can you just introduce yourselves, Stone? What do you do? What do you like? Your whole journey, and then we'll just blow it off from there. We'll just go there from there.
All right, great. Well, my name's Stone _XRPL. Currently hosting a show called Coffee and Crypto with Stone and Lady K, Monday through Friday from 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. I guess how did I get to that point?
Yeah.
Is quite the journey. I guess what's that timer up in the top left? Is that a countdown? Do we got 2 hours for this thing? 1 hour? How long you want to?
Oh no, we don't have.
How deep do we go?
So here's how cool this is. That just tells me how long we've been on air, right?
Okay.
We have no limit. We don't, man. I've done shows. You're not gonna laugh, man. I've done 4
Hey,
hours.
I got a limit. It's the end of a long weekend for me. We don't have.
We can do a couple hours. We can do an hour, whatever you want. But you're gonna find an hour goes by quick.
Yeah.
An hour will blow by. So okay, so how'd you get involved with XRP period or the XRPL off the bat?
All right. Let me put a couple of these distractions on pause over here. Had a couple of things lined up. So I'll have to, let me give a little bit of a backstory and then it'll put you into where I found cryptocurrency. So I grew up in the woods, raised by a single dad. I was the last of a long line of kids. My dad had me when he was 40. So by the time I was in high school, he's like, he wasn't about throwing the football. He wasn't about coming outside. You know what I mean? Like,
getting on the bed, getting on the couch.
Right. But what he did do was he worked 7 days a week and he provided everything that we needed in order for us to be able to play football, go to school, do the things that we needed to do. So he was the first of a long line of mentors and role models in my life that I didn't realize at the time. Not a lot of people had, right? Joined the military so I was raised by my dad. He was a carpenter, entrepreneur, had his own business, worked for himself his whole life. Joined the military when I was 19, moved overseas. My first duty location was Okinawa, Japan. I was a jet engine mechanic in the Air Force, lived in Japan for 6.5 years. Moved back to the States in 2004, stationed in South Carolina, Shaw Air Force Base, South Carolina, working on F-16s. And then in 2010, moved to Charleston, which is also in South Carolina, Charleston Air Force Base, South Carolina, and then retired out of the Air Force in 2017. After I retired from the Air Force, I started working for Bosch, which is an international manufacturer. And here in Charleston, they make one of the products they make at the plant here are fuel injectors, and started working, got hired into Bosch, was started out as a setup mechanic, turning the machines, making one widget into another widget. And I was in the middle of one of these changeovers, and the guy next door comes over. He didn't have anything going on, or his machines were running real well, and would just start talking about XRP. And I mean, like it was the next best thing, you know. And on and on and on. And I was, and he was also into conspiracy theories, and we got along on many, many levels, right? We actually became pretty good friends, really good friends. But when I was in the middle of something, like it's really hard, you know, and it takes a lot of focus. And we're talking like, I had to set up tolerance of like 100 microns. You know, you take a sheet of paper and look at the edge of it, that's 100 microns, you know. And then anyway, so I'm setting this things up. It's not going well. This guy in my ear about XRP this, XRP that. I dropped my tools. I said, you know what? If I go buy this XRP, will you never bring it up again? With a lot of colorful language, right? So we went to the break room, and
so for the people who don't know, he's in manufacturing, DoD manufacturing, right? Or they may be doing a commercial line, or me and Gmoney both have a DoD manufacturing and the DoD background, so we know exactly what you're talking about.
right.
So, keep going.
So we go into the break room, and I buy $1,000 worth of XRP. And then over the next couple of months, I just watched it go down every day. That's all it did, was go down. And I'm like, what did I do? So then I start researching. I start backtracking. How dumb was this? And what I discovered was the SWIFT banking system and all the problems, and how XRP was the solution. And then I found XLM, and I found, you know, a lot of things. That was my jumping off point into digital assets and the doing your own research. My son likes to bring up the fact that I actually heard about digital assets much, much earlier, when he was really little, like 9 years old. I was cooking breakfast, or I was cooking lunch or something. He comes down into the kitchen. He said, "Dad, I want to build a miner. Can I build a miner?" I'm like, "What? Mine what? What are you going to mine?" He said, "Bitcoin." I said, "What in the hell is Bitcoin?" He goes, "Well, these guys online said I can mine Bitcoin and I can buy things in the game or online with it. It's a digital money." I said, "Son, who are you talking to online? Get outside and play," you know? So that didn't happen, 13 years ago. We'd probably be having a much different discussion, right?
Yeah.
So anyway,
he would be like, "Dad, can you go to bed?" I bought you a Lambo. It's bedtime.
Right.
I'm going to
Absolutely. Shoot, by then probably our own country. Anyway.
Yeah.
Right. If we were to hold it. Anyway, so that's how I got into XRP, and then from there, then all the bad stuff happened. In doing my own research, I found my way into a Telegram room that helped themselves write to all of my digital assets. My own.
You gave him the word.
My own fault, right?
You gave him the words.
Trusting. Huh?
You gave him the words. You gave him the words, didn't you?
No. I believed their words. I didn't give up my seed phrase. They taught us all the right security things. They were just selling us assets that didn't exist.
Oh.
And so I was taking a good asset and turning it into theirs.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyway, which led me to do what I'm doing now. So everything happens for a reason. It was a very expensive mistake, but at the time, we're all still so early, right? Even if, and I even talked to people last weekend that have lost their entire bag through, phishing attempts and just getting caught up in all the things that are out there that you can get caught up in, not paying attention. And I'm talking, and it happens to the best of them. I was talking to people that know better, that practice all the things, and
it's part of
say again, Gmoney.
It's part of your stripes. We all got it. It's happened to all of us. Trust me. So your story is not unique to you. It's part of the growing pains, learning and then getting better.
Yeah, and unfortunately, some of us had that learning lesson's more expensive than others. Hopefully the people in our communities now, they hear the stories that we went through, and they're extra cautious, you know. And I know, yeah, I'm gonna do a lot of shout outs throughout this show, but Melissa from Tip of Toe, always really good at teaching her audience, you know, all the fundamentals, all the back to basics. Whenever we're on Coffee and Crypto, we always illustrate the same things, you know, not screenshotting your seed phrase, not sharing it, all the things. But even with all of that, some of these other blockchains, you click on a link, and before you know it, you know, your smart contract right out of your collection, whatever that might be. And it's we have a little bit of protection on the XRPL, but even yesterday or this morning, I can't remember the way this weekend, guys, I'm telling you, every day is one long day. I shared a community member had reached out to me, you know, a Coffee and Crypto local reached out to me and was like, have these weird transactions on my Zaman. I don't understand what it is. I'm not part of any escrow. And so I looked into mine and I was like, yeah, do not. And luckily they didn't even click on them to investigate what they were. So obviously that was a phishing attempt. They want you, the person wants you to investigate on it, and through that investigation, click on some link, take you to signing something, thinking that you're going to sign into your Zaman, even though you're already in it. It'll pop it up, and because we're so used to just sliding, we saw without reading it, you slide it, and the next thing you know, you just signed an agreement saying that you're going to buy nothing for everything you had. So, so I made a post about it, Zaman. So what had happened was that they hit me. I looked at it. I saw that I had it. I screenshot it, and I went into the Zaman apps. The only place you can talk to Zaman support is within the Zaman wallet D app, XAPP app at the bottom right hand. Always foot stomp that, because there's a ton of social media and they do not contact you through social media. Zaman wallet does not do that. So anyway, so I go through the Zaman app, hit the support, say the thing, hey, this is what happened, here's a screenshot, and then they told me about the phishing, and I shared it on my X. If I know we're on YouTube, I'm so used to being on X that I was gonna be like, just click on my bio, but
we're on X as well. We're streaming through X as well, so you're good.
Oh, well, there you go. So you can, if you go on my news feed from today, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. And that's just we kind of got off the subject, but so that's what I'm doing in the community. You know, I'm just here to help. I paid my dues, right? I got my bag taken from me. And so I was like, where do I do this research? Who am I supposed to trust? And then everybody you go to talk to, like, they want something from you. And if you want something from me, I don't trust you, right? If we just met, like, and so I decided, why don't I just do this? And so I started talking to developers, and I was like, hey, would you come on a space? And everybody kept saying yes and yes and yes. And before I know it, I had a whole bunch of people lined up to come talk. And I'm real good at doing the same thing every day. 20 years in the military, and then, in manufacturing, it's like, it's in me. I was raised by my dad, who went to work every day at the same time every day. It's just the way. And I found that a lot of people don't have consistency, especially in today's age. They don't have mentors, they don't have leaders, they don't have consistency. Some people don't have consistency in their life. Not even their day-to-day can they do the same thing at the same time 2 days in a row. Mind-blowing to me, but it's true. And so I decided, you know what, if I come and show up at the same time every day, like, other people will, like, they'll find that time. And back then, that was September 12th of 2024. So we're coming up on 2 years. And Monday through Friday from 9 to 11. It started out like 9 to noon, or 9 till whenever. And then I realized we need more structure than that. There's people would hit me on the DMs like, man, I wanted to stick around for the show, but I got to go back to work, or I got to take the kids to school or whatever. And then when the shows got too long, I would get the DMs like, man, can you just tell me what you all talked about? Like, I don't want to watch that whole thing. So through that probably first 2 months, I realized I need to do this, cut it at 2 hours. Right.
Yeah.
And then when the consulting business started, like that 2 hours, there wasn't enough hours in a day. There was, I was finding that I would be up till midnight because people are all over the world, asking questions or need a developer or want assistance or where do I start? Or, I mean, just a range of things. Right. So then I had to cut that time, and like, really it rolled right into a full on business. And I, very long story short, I had worked out all my budget, my monthly nut. That's what we call it. I don't know if there's a better word for it. I had my monthly nut covered by my retirement, disability, passive income, 401k, different things, to where I decided and I've never really talked about it to anybody, but when you start a small business, if you really have to understand that the first 3 years, don't plan on making anything, just plan on building a process that you can live by, building a structure that you can be proud of, that you can build something on. And so from the very first day I created the wallet that everybody knows, that I use the most, everybody knows it. It was Project Support Wallet. Huh?
Say it to them. Let everybody know.
Well, that's what I named it, Project Support Wallet. It's like QDXF. I call it my cutie wallet. You can find it on the cafe. I got like 2,700 NFTs. I had pretty much any project that came through. I had a couple XRP of it. It was that Project Support Wallet was just that. I'm going to show you how I support you. It's blockchain. So without telling anybody, they can go and investigate it and see how much has been pulled out, how much has been put in. And all just kept it very, very public. And that thing has grown. That wallet, I went from the guy that I didn't own any NFTs. I wasn't a meme coin guy.
Then you got it really into it.
I was the Swift banking system is the problem, and this is the solution. Okay, I'm a solution-driven person. I believe in the solution. This is where I'm going. The meme coins, the Doge. Like, I saw Doge come. I saw Shibu. I saw them all. Very, very low, right? But I didn't mess with them because I didn't. That wasn't where I was at. That wasn't my belief. It wasn't anything. It was a shit coin. It was a whatever, an extractor. All the things that people say that are negative. I believed all that. And then I found the communities. After I got on X, I started out my crypto journey in YouTube. Yeah, all of us, right? We started in YouTube. We find Telegram. Yeah, I bounced off of Discord because it was just too much. I'm like, nope, I'm not dealing with that. But so Telegram.
Manage Discord is. I tell people, I'm like, this is way too much to manage.
It's like, doing everything right.
Sensory overload when it comes to Discord. Sensory.
I'm like, nah.
That's for the gamers, man. That's for the guys that. That's for the guys that are used to having 17 screens going. They're playing a video game. They're writing music. They're talking on Reddit. They're judging people. They're like, I can't deal with all that. Those are the Discord guys. There's plenty of them.
I'm getting ready to run. I'm running 4 screens. I'm getting ready to run 6, but I'm like, nah, this is too much. But that's cool. All right. You got any questions for us? Because this always can go back and forth. In chat, if y'all have questions, please post them.
Let me land this. Let me take this full circle. So that's why. So I came into crypto through the YouTube and the Telegrams, and then found X, and then found the meme coins, and then it blew up from there. We can get into pretty much anything. I just got back from Cancun. You know, I want to talk about XRPL Cancun.
About Cancun, because I think Mr. Zam touched upon it, and it was awesome. But it's like, I like different perspectives, because everybody's coming back again. Everybody who's been on, they all coming back, right? So I love to hear it all. Tell us about Cancun, please, because a lot of us wanted to go, but things popped up where we couldn't. Like for me, I just had a change of employment, so it's like I can't leave the country while I'm doing a background check, right? Because I don't want to. I gotta. Yeah, they're like, "Oh, you left the country? Okay, that's cool. Where'd you go?" And then I gotta explain it. Nah, I'd rather just stay at home, fill my paperwork out, and keep moving forward, right? So
funny. So the way Cancun came about is pretty magical in itself. Do you guys know about Sholo travel on XRPL? XOLO?
No, you want us to bring it up? You want to drop it in the chat? I'll bring it up.
Yeah, pull up Sholo. So this gentleman, and he goes by, well, I think he's pretty much doxed at this point. There's so many videos of him.
Is it Merch Mob Net or something like that?
Oh, no. Sholo is, well, you could just go to XRPL Cancun, xrplcancun.com. And so he came to me in the consulting fashion, right? He had started Sholo, and he was like, wanted a consulting session with me. So he booked that through. And when I met this guy for the first time, he came across as the most professional, out of the gate guy I had met yet, right? So this is actually for the event XRPL Cancun. His I should have had you go to his X account, which is also Sholo, XOLO on XRPL. Yeah. So he comes to me about Sholo travel, and he knows that I'm going to be going to these conventions, and he wanted me to book through them, right? So his presentation was all about XOL.
It's XLL.
XO Oscar SOLO L. Oh, there you go. And it doesn't come up for you. Shoot, what is it? It should be on XRPL maybe. Let me go to mine. XRP Cholo, my bad. XRP XOLO. This is why your X handle and your display name needs to be the same. No, that is not him.
Okay.
That's so funny.
Hey, we can go back. That now this is a topic. Hold on, we gotta find that
guy. No, don't forget this dude's trying to control.
I'm following.
Get him on the show. Oh, that's too funny.
Whoever XRP Cholo out of Miami is, Fuma Boy'Z is gonna find you now. Now we gotta have a conversation, but it's all good. All right. If you drop the words in the chat or the private chat, I'll jump on it. Matter of fact, we like to drop stuff to the regular chat as well.
XOLO. There you go.
That's funny.
Oh, I should just copy it.
I got you. That's hilarious.
That is so funny. There you go. I should have just dropped you the link. There you go. Okay, so this guy, Santiago, he books an appointment with me. He's like, hey, I want you to use this travel. Tells me all the things. I'm like, cool. I like your project. Good luck. He's got a lot of back history in the travel industry. So basically, the premise for this, and I hope everybody goes and gives him some love, because Mr. Zam and I have used his service for a year. He dude, if you've never had your own private travel agent, this is pretty amazing. I never did. And this is the experience that you get with this guy. So eventually it'll be all AI agent ran. Right now it's him and his team that are doing it. But so I'll send him a DM and be like, hey, I want to go to Vegas. These are the dates. And he knows the kind of room I like. He knows all the parameters I need around not missing coffee and crypto, when it is. He takes time frames into account. If I'm going to be traveling with a bag, if I'm going to be over like just a couple of days with a carry on if I'm going to bring anybody with me. Like, it's in the initial form you fill out with him about all your things, he creates the file about you, and then you don't have to talk about it. You know, he just knows these are the things. And so it's to the point now I'll be like, well, when we went to Greece, my cousin and I went to Greece. I don't know if you guys found out about that. It was a pretty funny story. I'm also invested in the Anados Bank, and they were closing their seed round. I talked to him early in the morning after coffee and crypto. I got on a video call with the Anados intern, and he was like, hey, you should come for the closing. We're all going to be here. That night in poker, I told my cousin about it. She was like, let's call Cholo. Sent him a DM at 11 o'clock at night. By midnight, we had our tickets. We got on the plane the next morning and flew to Greece. Ooh. This is how the conversation went. Cholo, Connie and I want to go to Greece. He said, when? And I said, tonight. He said, how long? I said, one way. And he's like, here you go. You won't miss your show.
Nice.
That was the whole conversation. Done. And then you just pay an XRP. So he books all the things. You send him XRP. There you go. Done. So if you don't want to take your XRP out of whatever storage you got your XRPs and you put it into fiat and then do all the dance, you want to skip all that, you just send him your information and then send him the XRP. You're done. You get in your email, comes in all the bookings, good to go. So that was what he came to me with, and we used it. And then a few months later, he comes after we did one of the events, maybe New York, maybe XRP Community Day in New York. Anyway, he hit me up and he said, do you think we could have an event in Cancun? And I said, I'm sure we could. What do you have in mind? And he said, I want to do XRPL Cancun just for the community. And I was like, I love that idea. And so we started. And it was really funny because in that conversation, after I agreed to it and told him I would help him, and I said, one of the parameters was nobody makes any money. And he was like, what? I'm like, nobody makes any money. The first trip, we got to show everybody that we will put everything into it and we pay our own way. And we did. And so he agreed to everything. Right. And every idea that he had was awesome. We worked very, very well together. I can't say enough good things about Santiago. There you go. That's their NFT collection. That's what gives you some discounts within the project. So everything is done with XRP. And then in part of the savings that he has through his different connections through the travel industry, he uses those savings to kick back into his quote unquote meme coin, which is it's a utility coin, very well disguised as a meme coin, or discount. Traveling discount token would be another good way to describe it. Anyway, without getting into his whole project, you guys should definitely have him on. It's he's the Sholo Travel is what we nicknamed him a long time ago. Yeah, and Mr. Zam can vouch for him as well. We both used his services for a whole year.
Hey, so everybody in the chat, this is Fuma real quick. I'm gonna drop this link in there for you guys again. I dropped it in earlier. Take a look at that. That's something you're going to need to put in your hat, because as down the line as price appreciation comes and the different ways that you're staking or making extra dividends, rewards, whatever that SEC and everybody's going to call this. I call it staking. You're staking rewards. That may be a way for you to burn some of them versus transferring it back to fiat or doing whatever with it. Hey, you want to take a flight? I want to go here. I want to take the family. Boom. You know, you can use BitPay. That's another avenue, but this kind of comes right off the XRPL. So, Stone, thank you for that one, because you got to know, right? It's like somebody's got to tell you.
You got to know.
I know one play. This puts the plays together, right?
Wait till you. So first of all, just side note, guys. So only psychopaths view websites in light mode. You should definitely turn X in dark mode. And when you do that green, that 00FF00 green that he's sporting right there around his PFP pops. It looks so good in dark mode. Can I share my screen? I'll show you.
Yeah. Go right ahead. He said, "Only
Okay.
psychopaths."
Let me show you the difference. Where do I share screen? Make sure it's the right screen. That's for sure. Let's go right here. Do you see the difference?
I'll pop it up.
Do you see the difference, guys, between your light mode and the dark mode there? Oh, let me close this. We don't pick that up. See how that looks so good, right? Type in here. Look at that. It's beautiful.
He said psychopaths. All right, I just switched my screen.
Hey, shout out to Earl Lee from the Farmers Union. He made a commercial about psychopaths using light mode. Farmers Union's funny.
Hey, so it's funny. I work in IT, and people, I always left my lights on all the time, and people are like, "What's wrong with you?" I'm like, "What's wrong? I'm still doing my thing." Like they're like, "You're supposed to have the room's supposed to be dark." I'm like, "No." Yeah.
Yeah, we can talk about
that. Really does.
Too.
So let me ask you a question. So you got the business, you do consulting, people love and appreciate it. Where do you see, I'm going to give dates, because technology is speeding up. Let's say 2030, which is only 4 years away. Where do you see the regular person's interaction with the ledger? Do you think it'll be obvious to them? Not obvious? It'll have pretty front end and that's it? What are your thoughts?
I think just like all the big banks are doing right now, all the back ends of anything that's transferring money will be in a cryptograph. It'll be some sort of crypto, whether it's it doesn't matter to the chain. Now, do I love XRP? Yes. Do I love the XRPL community? Absolutely. Do I think that that's going to be the fix to everything? No. There's Lady K she says it so well, my co-host on Coffee and Crypto, about the story about all of the emails, right? If you had AIM, or if you had Hotmail and you were trying to send it to Yahoo, you couldn't do it, right? They were all segregated. Once they all get merged, which is exactly what's happening right now, it's not going to matter. It's not going to matter which chain you're on. You're going to be able to go and do all the things. It's just going to make more sense for that company doing X, Y, or Z to use, Hedera, because they need the cryptograph as opposed to the blockchain. You as a customer won't know. The things will work and the fee will be minimal. That's how it's all going to me. That's how it's going to go. As business owners or people that are trying to create brand new revenue streams that never existed before, cryptocurrency is also a great way to do that, right? You could take, I have so many different businesses running through my head right now, but any point of sale you have in your neighborhood, right? Name one business that you just put it in your mind that you frequent, a couple of times a week, maybe even every day. That point of sale doesn't matter to you. The item that they're selling to you does, right? So if I go in there and introduce Free World Pay, which is a point of sale device on the XRPL, to that business owner, and explain to him that he can go from paying 500 basis points or 1,000 basis points for every transaction down to 200 right there. That's all he needs to know. Conversation's over. You mean to tell me I can have the exact same sale and save that 3% without doing anything? That's a no-brainer to him. He doesn't need to know the tech. All he needs to know is, how difficult is it for me to integrate? And there it is, right? So if you walk in and you take his device that he's already using and either update the software, or you swap that out with a device that has it readily available, and he's done, there's no barrier there. Of course they're going to go and do that. And I think that that's going to be the most common interaction with the general public. A business owner, he's going to be on the other side of that. okay, what do you have that can make my business smarter, faster, easier to use, make me more money? That's the conversation.
Okay.
So Stone, okay, so you approach it from the business perspective. How does it work, future think, when it's G Money to Fuma, right? And once again, we're here, we've been in it, but when you see these addresses, extremely complex, extremely complicated. How do we get the common man, the regular working man, to be able to say, I want to send $5 to my best friend or $5 to my kid for lunch today, and I just don't have the brain capacity to understand this address stuff?
It's already built. So that's already built. You guys know TextRP, Will and Mike from TextRP. Have you met them?
No, not at all. We're brand new. The show's been on for a while. We've talked hardcore crypto, but as far as meeting new people, this is a whole new honor of going that level, dude.
Yeah, you gotta have them on. I can give you a list of guys, man.
Yeah, I need the whole list. So I need the whole list. I'm literally going off the list of how I interacted with everybody at 6/8's event. Literally, if you notice, the people on this show would be like, Fuma was at the door. Yeah, that was me. So literally,
yeah, that's where I met you. That's where I met you. It was in Vegas. Yeah, that's what's up. So it'll be your name, G Money, and so Free World Pay did the same thing. And I'll introduce you to Farhan. So Free World Pay, I'm gonna use a lot because the crew's amazing. They're also doing the back end on another company that I'm part of, which is Merch Mob, and which is part of Ticket Mob. Ticket Mob is the website that hosted XRPL Cancun. So we have our own ticketing platform. We don't use Ticket Hub. We don't need to use any of, I'm not going to give them all some free FaceTime. Yeah. All the ones, all the ones that we're currently using, we have that. So we built that, and that's ours. That's on the XRPL. And Free World Pay has built it into his website, into his wallet, to where, just like TextRP, they're also coming out with some stuff that I don't even think I'm allowed to talk about, but he released during XRPL Cancun. You guys got to come or follow him and have him on the show, and he'll tell you. But it's all click on your name. So if you have those people in your family, or G Money, I think it was your daughter that you said, how do I send money to, or Fuma, whatever. You just click on their name, and their name will be their account. Another good example of the same tech is XBoost, xboost.space. So if you could type into a web browser, go ahead and open up a web browser. We'll share screen real quick. This shout out to Chris Dangerfield. Chris Dangerfield's been a coder for about 30 years. He's been building on the XRPL for 10. And he created xboost.space. That's it, xboost.space. He created this as his entry into the Summer Wave event hackathon that XRPL Commons is putting on right now. And if you want to show everybody how easy it is to set up, you could create an account. All you do is go ahead and create the account. Verify with X right there, or register with X. It'll pull into your X account. You just and all you're doing on that, authorizing the app, is to use your PFP and verify you. And so you hit sign up.
Yeah, I don't want to start showing key stuff on the
wall. It won't show your key, but okay. you can go back and see your key later. So all that so you just created a wallet in your name, and now all you have to do is fund it, and you'll be able to accept XBoost. And XBoost is a token on the XRPL, and the way Chris Dangerfield created that is, when you buy it, it automatically creates the purchase order on the DEX. So you're buying the token and you're setting up the purchase all in one click. He explains it better, but and it's set certain parameters to where you can't really speculate on it. The price is never going to go up. The most that you're out is like the 20 cents that it basically burns setting it up. So excuse me. So, but anyway, the reason I brought that up, Gmoney, is the way you pay somebody is you just click on their profile. Oh yeah, go ahead and create a space. This is fun. So in the space name right there, type in and everybody in the crowd's gonna come in. Everybody that's been following me will come join you. Type in Fuma Boy'Z or whatever. There you go, perfect. Copy that because you can just put it in the description again, or just leave the description empty. But I just realized I was all up in the camera. That's funny.
Oh, this is cool, man. This is definitely cool.
All right, so now, yeah, so right here in the, I'm using my mouse like you can see it. In the top right, it'll create like the alias of the actual space that it's going to create. In the bottom, you can put a description on like, you know, this is Fuma Boy'Z first space. We're trying to learn this, whatever. It doesn't really matter. And then hit create, go live.
Oh, give me 2 seconds. You're going to love this. You're going to love this one.
Nice. And then right here, you can hit a promo image, or it doesn't really need it. You don't have to do any of these things. It's just like an extra.
Oh, let's see if we can.
I'm gonna come over here.
Hey, team, none of this has been rehearsed, right? So I'm trying to do this at record space, at a record time.
You're doing a great job. And actually, you're going above and beyond. So that's pretty cool.
And it's funny. Cool. I do have a promo image of you. I think I just deleted it though. So give me a second.
Oh, you're too funny. Oh, you're too funny. Well, so Corn and I have already joined your XBoost space that you just created, even though you haven't hit open it yet. Oh, so Chris Dangerfield, you might want to fix that little glitch, but it's pretty funny. Go ahead, create space, and you're gonna see me in there. Now you are the host, and you have the red ring of shame. So you're a host with the red ring of shame because you haven't funded your wallet. Now you see Corn, I can send Corn a tip. And every time I send him an emoji, it's a fractionalized payment. See, the great thing about the XRPL is it was created so that you could do fractionalized payments, and it was cost effective. No one has ever created anything that uses the tech until now. So now all you got to do is click. I'm sorry. Were you talking?
I was saying, keep going, keep going, keep going.
Oh, so all you got to do is, you see Corn in there?
Yeah.
Watch. I'll send him a heart emoji, and that's like 5 cents. You see, he just got 5 cents.
So basically, I can bypass X and use this.
No. So Chris did this on purpose because we don't want to get anybody's account banned. This is an addition to, not competition. It adds to it. It doesn't take away. That's why there's no voice. There's no volume over here, other than you can do these sound emojis, which are pretty funny. You can do sound emojis. It costs. Oh, you can't hear. Never mind. You guys can't.
Oh, I heard it. I heard it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Because you're in it. But I mean, like the audience on YouTube can't hear it.
Let me drop the chat. So if I just drop the chat, I could drop the chat this link literally, and they could do dual logins. In other words,
yep.
Chat. Go ahead and drop it into that, and then you guys can hear the other side. And there's not a two-way echo because I'm listening to you right now, and I'm also in this, but that has no sound. So all the valid sound is what we're doing. This is just a way for us to talk, chat. This is almost like kind of like a super chat.
But listen, it's even better because it's real money. So if you would fund your wallet and get rid of that red ring of shame, all you got to do is.
Oh, that's the red ring.
That's the red ring of shame. You should be green, and then you can have people on stage. There's a whole bunch of things. There's a whole bunch of stuff. Shout out to Chris Dangerfield.
Give me a second. Let me find the wallet button.
He's gonna be absolutely. So anyway, I've been helping Chris with this, and there's a huge push for. Oh. Go ahead.
Man. Keep going.
So in order for him to qualify for this hackathon, he needs 300 users. That means 300 now, and he has 300 users, but they all haven't created wallets. So I think right now it's at like 150 wallets. So right here, this pin. There you go.
Yeah,
There you go, my
Go
man.
ahead, put that back up, Fuma. Go ahead, put that back up, please. Go ahead, put that back.
Listen.
Nah.
So the pin's cool. So he did it to where the pin is quick access for you. So if you leave the screen, it locks. And then like if somebody were to come in the room and try to send themselves some from your account, they can't. Not without the pin. Now I can tell you how to go and get your seed phrase, so you can write that down. We don't screenshot it. You never screenshot it. You never take an electronic copy of your seed phrase, but you can write it down. And then anytime you log into a different browser, you can put that seed phrase in, right? Because we know that our wallet is a window into the ledger. It is not the ledger itself.
I'm literally going to fun through Zaman real quick.
Hey, team.
You don't need to go through Zaman. So all you need to do, you said fund, right? So any wallet Joey, you can fund it from Uphold. Right? You're not connecting anything to it. You're funding it, just like you would send XRP to me. So he did that with intention, right? It's 100% secure. Now that wallet can hold a lot of XRP, but you don't need to. Just treat it like a hot wallet. I don't know if you've gone over the different use cases with your community, but a hot wallet, you keep very little amounts, right? Correct. Your cold storage, you keep your bag. The hot wallet, you keep you're going to buy an NFT, you're going to, interact with the ledger, you use a hot wallet. If say somebody comes on and they start, oh, there we go. Look at that green ring. There you go. Now we send you love. Now we got to send
how they save you, bro. Hey, team, everybody out there, let me tell you how crazy this is. It was real easy to fund. That's why I was like, let me see how this really is. Everybody knows Stone. I'm telling you, I do stuff in real time on the show. Like I'm messing with ledgers in front of everybody, and everybody knows if it's good. I'm like, oh, that was pretty dope. Team, this was pretty easy. All I did was it popped up that I could fund with Ledger. I scanned it, used my Zaman wallet. My Zaman wallet filled it up, and all these hearts and emojis started going nuts. I wish I had known that. I created a pin. I have not done my backup seeds freight yet. But I created a pin. I use my 6-digit pin that I know I shouldn't always use it, but I use a 6-digit pin on it, and I'll get the keys later. There
you go. Well, I can walk you through it.
Please,
so,
let's go.
So
you don't have to walk through the wallet to recover the seed because it's literally honestly on the front of the screen.
Let me so go ahead and actually you can't see because of that.
Fuma, hide the chat. You have the chat.
I'll hide the chat, and I'll go ahead and I'll hide the hide it all. I'll even hide the icon on the right hand side.
So you see the wallet in the top right hand corner that has your boost. You click on your wallet.
Yeah.
Now you see where it says XBoost, and you see there's a shield and then there's a cog.
Yep. You
click on that cog, and now that is your R wallet address.
Okay.
You see the R wallet address is the top. So if you wanted to save that for whatever you want to share it, that is your public address to this XBoost wallet. Now, if you go to, where is it? The shield. Oh, go back out of there. Now you go to the shield, you're going to want to cover your screen. When you click on, you see backup seed right there. Don't do it. Don't do it now.
We're listening, people. We're not doing this because I know.
Okay.
Got it.
Okay. I'll do that. So but when your screen is private, that is when you'll click on that, and then you can write down your seed phrase.
Cool.
And then, so now if you go, say you're in Google Chrome right now. What are you in right now? You're in
Internet Explorer. I call it Internet Exploder, but IE.
So if you were to go into like a Google Chrome or another browser and open up an XBoost, you'll need to put that seed phrase into that new browser because you've created. So now this wallet knows Fuma Boy'Z X account. Now, if you want to use this wallet with the Fuma Boy'Z X account on another browser or another computer, another device, I guess I should just say another device. I don't know why I'm making this complicated. It's very simple in my mind. But you'll need that seed phrase. Now, if you log into this every time on whatever browser you just used, you're fine. All you'll put in is that PIN number, and now you can throw emojis. So now, click on corn.
Let's take a look at this. There we go. You see how easy that was, chat? Now we're gonna be using this a lot. Keep going.
There you go. Click on, or actually at the bottom, you see the orange lightning bolt. Click on that. No, there, right there. So when you all of this is editable, by the way. So you click on the tip, and you can click send 10 to select recipients. The top black screen is select recipients. Oh, you can't do that?
Let's check.
Click on my name. Actually, click on. You can't for some reason because you're not following anybody. Go ahead, exit out of that.
Okay.
Click on corn. His Ryan right there. Yep.
Oh,
now
protection mechanism.
Follow him. There you go. You can hit that tip too. Hit that tip right there. Right up. Well, so when you send a heart, they all have a number under them. That is how many boost. So 1 XRP is 100 boost. So it's 1/100th of an XRP when you send a heart. Instead of it just being a spammed thing, there's actual value to that now. So if you hit the plus key, hit that plus, you can all the way to the right next to the flame. So all of those Chris created. You see the green heart? He made that special for me. The blue umbrella he made for Optimistic Prime. You met Amanda in Vegas.
Yeah.
And then you see the paper hat is for Buva. He does the space at 4:30.
Okay, keep going.
I think the one right next to that is a corn cob. That's for Ryan. You see, in all those values, you can edit that. You can change it. If you don't want to spend that much every time you hit it, that's fine. Go all the way up to the lightning bolt and hit the tip.
So quick question. So let's say I'm following you or Gmoney, and I send you a smiley face or a hat. That money goes to your wallet, right?
Directly, yep.
And then, of course, a portion of it goes to the person who created the whole platform.
Nope.
What?
Nope. He's not taking nothing.
So how does he fund it? I mean, we all have. I get it. We got extra funds to do things, But this is
Chris Dangerfield. Listen, guys. Chris Dangerfield has created a lot of things, and he's created safety books. He created an entire platform to educate you how to use the XRPL, how to build your own wallet, how to set up a validator, how to keep you safe. Yeah, all of that. And now that he charges like 10 XRP for. This he created for the hackathon. So if he wins the hackathon with it, that's what he's gonna get paid with.
Okay, so
now can he go in? He might be able to go in later and add that in, but right now it's not.
Okay, so he needs 300 people to sign up to do this, right?
Yep.
No, he needs 300 activated wallets.
Correct.
Okay. Everybody in the chat, I'm gonna need you to do this one. I need you to do this one for me.
Yeah, buddy.
Zaman, start up an extra Zaman account. Don't use your main Zaman bag. Fund it through that. I'm gonna need everybody to get behind it because the cool thing about this will help a person just starting off in the X space doing podcasts. Like, you may not be eligible to take money off the bat, but if you guys want to give a person a tip, you got a way to give a person a tip and not have to give them whole dollars. A nickel helps some days, right? A penny would help. This is a cool way.
More.
What's that?
There's more. There's more.
Sorry, keep cooking, man. I had to
more.
Keep going, keep cooking, please.
There's a lot more. And remember, you don't need to set up a new wallet. You don't need to set up anything new because you're not connecting anything. You're not vulnerable with anything. You are setting up something new when you create this account.
Oh, it's
so when you
funding. Okay.
the funding just comes from wherever I can fund it. In fact, Jenna X, well, I'm sorry, she doesn't have the X anymore. She dropped the X. I tease her because she's still married. I'm like, wait a minute, you didn't drop none. Anyway, shout out to Jenna, formerly Jenna X. She held a big space with Daniel Keller, who is the self-appointed CEO of the XRPL. He's the one that created Casino Coin, now going to be called Lucky Hash. You guys know about any of that?
I got a call today about that. I didn't know if I should comment on screen about that, but I literally got a text like, "Hey, this is getting ready to change. You need to make a move now." So,
yeah, he's yeah. Anyway, I can go on. Yeah, I would definitely support Daniel Keller. He's over the past like 6 years, he's been like a troll for the XRPL. Oh, he's like really turned over a new leaf. He curbs his communication. He's German, so by nature they're a little rough, right? And he's making.
Now Germans are just straightforward.
Yes.
Some people can't handle that. But if you ever met a real German, they just like boom, 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 next. And you
Oh bro, when I worked for Bosch, believe me, they're all German. They're all German. So anyway, but he provides a lot of infrastructure for the XRPL, and he provides a lot of practical safety point of views. A lot of people don't know he's I want to say the main reason. He's one of the reasons why batch amendments and things didn't go through when they were supposed to go through in the beginning, because there was a vulnerability that was discovered. I'm about 90% sure he was the one that found the vulnerabilities. So without it, nobody ever is saying it publicly, I guess. Well, it's just rumor of me saying it, but anyway, he's a good dude. We got way sidetracked away from. I see Cholos drop down. We got sidetracked from that in XRPL Cancun completely. We'll circle back to that, guys. So the reason we're on XBoost right now is because Gmoney said, "At what point do you think I'll be able to just transfer money to Fuma Boy without using this long, complicated address?" Well, guys, this just demonstrated how easy. Not easy. This just demonstrated that the technology is there. Oh, you discovered polls.
Yo.
Yeah, I told you there's more. There's
project and I needed
giveaways.
Yeah, sorry, keep going.
There's polls. There's escrowed questions, guys. So if somebody wants a question answered, they can fill it out and put an escrow in there and pay you to give them an answer. Escrowed questions. So the funds are released after the question is answered. There's so many cool things in it. You got to get Chris Dangerfield on.
All right. So after this, later on tonight when we wrap up, I hate to give you work, but I'm like, I need an Excel, like with this person's name, maybe their X, and what they do, and I'm gonna just start hitting them on X, like I hit you, like, hey, you're like, who's the dude talking to me? Can you come on the show?
Hey, you know what? Hey, I gotta be honest, man. I didn't connect it until I saw your face. I didn't connect the two, and I reached out to a couple of people, like, yo, who's this guy? You got to do your own research. I'm like, I'm not clicking on this link. This guy want me to no. What are we doing here?
Well, you had to, man, because I was like, we spoke. So me and you spoke about 2 or 3 times. 2 times at Six's event, and then once when I saw you at the XRP Vegas side.
Yep.
And it was like early in the morning. I think you were going to judge that contest that they were having.
I was part of the X judges.
And we did speak at the suite one night. I think you were at the suites one night. We did speak at the suite. So we saw each other, but you know how it is. Man. It's like,
and we met in the hallway outside of the actual convention.
Yeah. So like I said, amazing as it sounds, it's funny because when I went to the convention, a couple people recognized me, but I got a lot of side eyes. Right now, Island Ghost, Melissa, Zam, all of them know me. Brooke, everybody already knows me. Six already knows me. A lot of other people know me, but I got a lot of side eyes. Like, is that who? So it wasn't until I laughed that people were like, "Oh, that's Fuma over there." But yeah, man, Stone, this is awesome. Keep going, keep cooking, man. So I want to just let you know, even if we can't get this all tonight, I'd like to do something reoccurring. And the reason why I say that is between you and Zam and Brooke and Keita, you guys always have so much going on that it's like capturing it is like I'm telling my teams, my people, hey, go over there and take a look at this, right? But sometimes you need to have a space where you don't have to run the show, where you can just talk and just do what you want to do. And that's what we're here for.
So I know Melissa's been doing her show a long time. She but one of the things she started doing was taking people from Coffee and Crypto and giving them more time, you know, because on my show, I don't know if we mentioned that, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Coffee and Crypto.
I'm on your show in the mornings every now and then. You probably don't see me. Sometimes I come in anonymous, but I'm in there.
Honestly, I purposely don't scroll down and see everybody that's in there. I'll get distracted. Like, and between my DMs going off, trying to manage the stage, get people on and off, like when people are requesting, trying to find out what they're going to talk about, like 9 times out of 10, I don't know who's there until somebody brings it up later. So don't feel bad.
Okay.
Anyway, come to the show or listen to the recordings. They're all recorded. And then when people come on and they give their 10 minutes, you know, pull them off to the side. Shoot, Melissa will say right in the middle of the show, she'll come up and be like, hey, check your DM. I host I host a show on Wednesdays from 8 to 10 on YouTube, so don't think I'm weird. She's so cute. But that's a good way to give people a bigger spotlight. And you know, on my show, it's just voice. You don't get to see people's images. You don't get to, you know, get their facial features and that body language. So definitely it's adding to, you know, not taking away from. And I think that it would help both of us, right? If people coming on the show know that they're also going to get an opportunity to be on Dipito's show or the Fuma Boy'Z or whatever, you know, it might encourage them to break their silence or like get over their fear of talking, you know, or before they come on a YouTube show to join a couple spaces, you know. I remember when I first started not being nervous, but the adrenaline rush from it, you know, like even after this show, it's not like I can just go lay down.
Oh no.
You know, you got too much adrenaline, or maybe adrenaline's not the right word, but like yeah, it takes a while to calm down. And now it's not so bad, especially that desensitized to it, doing it every day for 2 years. And like now my biggest problem is shutting down on time when the conversation's going really well, because I have an appointment like, you know, at 11:30. I try not to do that, but sometimes that's like the only time. Like you'll hear on my show every once in a while, like, oh, sorry guys, we got to go. Like I am out of time. So
yeah, I agree. Like, so the way I got in this, man, I tell you, I'll shorten it up. So it was the bullish hour was on and I was texting in. And then after texting into the bullish hour, they were posting what I said just like that to the screen. And I was clearly amazed that they were even doing that. So that was on a bullish hour with XRP Bagman. The next show was Coffee Time with Uncle Buster and Berserker. And I'm texting in, and Berserker, I don't know if you ever met him. He's a very harsh guy. Like he's the mouth, like Jimmy the Heart, you know, he's got the mouthpiece on him, right? So he's like, Fuma, if you think you know so much, get on the show. And he's just cussing and raging. And I was like, I think I disrupted the show, but let me get on the show. So I literally got on my first show, like, and then he was just real cool. And like, it just was like the mouthpiece just came off just after that. So I got broken in the hard way. It wasn't no space. It was straight to Coffee Time with Uncle Buster on a Sunday morning.
It's awesome. But you know what? That's your personality, and good for you. Good for you for stepping into the light. You know, like not a lot of people can do that. Even very well-intentioned people, just because of their personality, that barrier, it's just too much for them to overcome. So the fact that you just stood up and put yourself in the limelight, that's a big deal. And you don't think it is because that's normal to you. But what kind of inspiration is that to the guy that's been sitting there for 2 months or 2 years and never had the courage to do it? And then you do it, that might spark him to be like, man, if he can do it, I can do it. And that's how I feel about coffee and crypto. I mean, I'm not even kidding. It might just be the red van theory, right? But nobody was doing it. Nobody was doing it. If they were having a space, it was to complain. If they were having a space, it was to bitch about something.
Oh yeah.
Or if they were doing any kind of promotion, they were getting paid to do it. So it was disingenuous.
Stone,
right?
3 to 4 years ago, you would go to X Spaces, and you know this, and it was toxic. Yeah. I remember
I didn't do it.
It's just like saying, yo, I don't ever want to be like that or being in at night. And we can say the names, we know who they are, and if y'all see me, I got you now. But and don't mess with my friends no more either, because I got you now.
Let's go.
He should know who he is. I put the word out. Hey, don't mess with my friends no more. I'm gonna get you. So, with that being said, and we'll talk offline what I'm talking about. Then you'll be like, "Oh, I didn't know you like that." Like, but anyway, you're right. It was a very toxic place, man. And but now your morning show is a breath of fresh air, man. I'll literally go smoke a cigar and drink coffee on your morning show, bro.
Hey, I like that, man, and I feel like. So Mr. Zam, I mean, there's a lot about me that a lot of people don't know. And I'm also very transparent. So there is a lot out there. Mr. Zam knows, like a couple of years ago anytime I make it, so I get really comfortable, I can do the same thing every day, right? I can get real good at doing a routine. So to get me out of that routine, there has to be a lot of pressure applied. That's the universe trying to push me into where I'm supposed to be. So in order for me to leave Bosch, what society has told me my whole life, this is what you need to do. You need to retire. You need to get this job. You need to make this money. You need to make 6 figures. You need to do all these things, right? I was miserable having all the things that society told me I needed to have, right?
Stone.
That was the universe pushing me into this role.
Stone. Me and him are the same background as you in this stuff, and I just got my push. He got his before me. We know what you're talking about, bro.
And so one of the things I needed to do was cut negativity out of my life. And you hear the motivational speech, you read the books, you hear the inspirational TikTok. I don't watch TikTok, but you know what I'm saying? The reels or whatever. And that's what it says. Drop the rock, stop carrying around the burden, stop living in the past. Like, cut the negative people out of your life, the emotional vampires, whatever you want to call them. Right. And as I started cutting these negative influences out of my life, I just kept 10xing. Every time I cut another negative entity, person, thing, habit, whatever out, 10x. And that's what coffee and crypto is. There's no bitching and complaining. There's no negativity. If you have a problem, bring the solution. Let's talk about the solution. And as you start changing your perspective to always looking for the solutions and stop focusing on problems, your life 10x, your job 10x, your relationship 10x. Or maybe that relationship was the thing that made your life 10x when you cut it out. Yep. Whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever.
What I got is funny, and I'm talking to the chat. Chat, I've gone to their morning things, and they've had these people on from HBAR where I couldn't write down fast enough what they were saying, and I didn't want to disrupt the show saying, stop, I need to write that down. I know you're giving away a whole bunch of HBAR, you give this project away, but I'm just not familiar. But they dropped some jewels on that show, guys. And team, if I'm telling you this, if I'm showing up at 8:30, 9 o'clock in the morning for this stuff, y'all probably should be too. I know you at work. Put the earbuds in, listen to what they're saying. I'm telling you, they got some jewels being dropped.
Yeah, they I got to give a big shout out to Jordan. I'm surprised he's not in this XBoost. Well, I guess we didn't really advertise. Corn, send it to Jordan. He's like the biggest supporter. Jordan is the founder, or no, he is the CTO founder. So I don't know why I'm making this confusing. Lenny's the first CTO project on Hedera. Jordan is the one who CTO'd it. Lenny is like a line meme, if you don't know what Lenny is. And he found, I don't know how he found coffee and crypto, but from the day he did, it's been all about, he was already about education over in HBAR. And when he found coffee and crypto, he just took the coffee and crypto community into HBAR. And I mean, paid for it. If you didn't have a wallet and you wanted one and you would go through the process, he would pay you. He would not pay you. He would give you HBAR, or he would give you Lenny, or he would give you an NFT, for no other reason than you just took the effort in doing that. And, if you're gonna just gift out my audience, my community like that, like I'm gonna make you feel real comfortable right next to me.
Yeah.
And that's what he's done. He onboarded me. He helped me with my wallet. He's helped me with liquidity pools and how to do swaps, how to buy NFTs, any question that you have. He's just been a godsend. And if you guys have no exposure to Hedera, that's a safe mentor to get involved with. He doesn't ask anything from you and will answer every one of your questions. And he offers up a lot of his time. Oh, Mr. Zam's in there. So I like throwing the green hearts. Chris Dangerfield made those specific for me. If you guys wanted a special emoji,
I can literally just tip with just a fire or whatever.
Yeah.
And still, I don't have to do no crazy authentication. That is pretty dope.
And that's the whole point. So the reason he did it this way is because you're not going to spend 2 minutes and 30 cents just to send somebody a fraction of a payment tip. You got to do it all on one platform. That's why it's all built in the back end. Oh, we didn't even go to the actual tips. So if you invite us up on stage, click on our profiles and click invite on stage. Okay. It's yep, there you go. It gives me a green check. I hit it. Now I have a purple ring around me that symbolizes that I'm on stage. You can do it to the other two. They'll know, they'll see it, and they'll join. And then after you get them on stage, or if they don't join, doesn't really matter, hit the lightning bolt at the bottom, the tip symbol. Now you see the drop down. You can select recipients, hit that arrow, and put everyone on stage.
Okay.
Hit everyone on stage. It's the orange one. There you go. Now click away from that, like it above it, send it. Oh no, up at send a tip. Click on that and then hit off of it and it'll go away. It needs to go away as soon as you click on it, but now go down there and change tip amount. Don't send 50, change it to 10, or there's a quick button for 10. Now you hit send, it sends everybody 10 boosts at once. So now you can tip everybody on stage at once. And you can get like 20 people up on stage or whatever. So you don't have to go through each individual thing. You can actually go back to that tip. You can make it a 1 boost. Now remember, it's 100 boost for 1 XRP. So you're sending everybody 1/10 of an XRP. Doesn't sound like a lot, but we had like 40 people in there. I don't remember the exact number. Don't quote me, right? We had like, 30, 40 people in there. And for like 2 hours during Coffee and Crypto, we set all kinds of records for like the most transactions. Now, obviously, volume wasn't huge because it's fractional payments, but that's not really the point. The point is we're using the ledger for what the ledger was created for, and nobody else has ever done it yet. Pretty cool. Okay. Pretty neat.
This is bananas. This is great. This is great. I like this.
And that's not even my project. We just talked about other people's stuff in 2 hours.
Okay, so this is what we're gonna have to do. Stone, we're gonna keep going. We're gonna do 2 hours. We're gonna have to have
Man,
you come on here, Stone. I can't let you slide no more. I'll let you slide for a year and some change. I can't let you slide no more. We're gonna have to do at least a quarter. It may not be every month, maybe a quarter, but I can't let you slide no more, Stone. You got too much in your hat. You got to share it.
Yeah, I do. And you know what? I don't even realize it until something like this happens and people start talking. People start asking questions about anything XRPL. And what blows my mind is nobody knows about the XRPL. Like nobody knows about XRP, right? Like what are we at? 2% of the planet knows about crypto, and like a fraction of those people know about XRP. A fraction of those people know about the XRPL.
Yeah, it's
So
like I've had this conversation with G Money, so I'm like, G, we know about crypto and we're the smaller. I said, but G, I had to go to Vegas and get outside a regular group I was rocking with to realize how much I didn't know crap. Like these people know crap. They're on stage showing they know, and I'm sitting there like, I didn't know none of this. I got to meet them. I got to talk to them. I got to bring them out to everybody else who sees me. So, and I realized that at the Las Vegas, when all your teams were up on that stage, and I'm sitting there with Mr. Zam, I'm looking at all these people present stuff. I'm like, this is craziness. And this is only the amount of people who just made it here. There's a lot of people on the couch.
You know what really made me feel good about Vegas was when we did the X pitch, the Shark Tank pitch, the Kwok brothers asked me to be a judge. And I was the only it was me and them, right? That was it. During that process, like I knew a lot of the guys. I knew a lot of the projects. Like they didn't know any of them. And these are the guys that are supposed to be spearheading, all this innovation. Now, granted, they know a lot of developers on multiple blockchains. I'm not taking away from it. They're superstars. I'm not saying that. But in our niche, in our little corner of the world, the XRPL, I looked around and I was like, I know all these guys. And then what really made me stand out, like to me, and I'm just sharing my experience, the questions that were asked, all the pertinent questions that were asked, I asked them. I asked them second nature because that's what I do every day. That's what I do every day. This is what I do every day. I don't fly around. I don't do anything. I don't do anything else. I talk to XRPL, building on the XRPL. And when I walked around that convention and realized, like, had that epiphany, like, bro, we are tapped in. Coffee and crypto is tapped in. And then I had a couple of community members, shout out to Shroomies. Oh my God, if you guys aren't following Shroomies, I freaking love that dev. He's so awesome.
Let me get
he nicknamed me the XRPL Godfather. And I don't know if he's going to make a video or what. Some of the things that he was saying, like, it just made me feel really good, like acknowledged, right? Shroomies, SHROMM, right there. IES. No, it was at the top.
Let me go back one.
White icon. Keep going back. Why that's blurry for me? I think I really am tired. Like I can't read that.
I'll blow it up.
Did you spell it wrong?
Probably.
Here, let me put it in the chat.
Probably. Yeah, probably.
Here, I got you, bro. I got you, my man. I got you. Shroomies XRP. Copy in the chat. Boom. So this guy makes videos. They have a full production studio actually, but yeah, he nicknamed me the XRPL Godfather. I thought that was pretty cool.
Nice.
Yep,
nice.
That's Shroomy. Scroll down and you can see he's got some videos that are top notch. Mr. Sporewell. Scroll.
Ooh,
Keep
these are all. Ooh, this is his video.
That's one of his videos. Yeah, I like the sport. The sport wheel videos are a little bit lower. They crack me up.
Does he have these on X by or YouTube by any chance?
I think he does have a YouTube channel. I'm pretty sure.
Let me check. And the reason why I ask is on the Fuma Boy'Z channel, I like to show I like to show entertainment, and it's usually showing videos, right? So I'll hit subscribe, and then I'll start putting him in my entertainment rotation, just like I have the XRP Man's in the music rotation.
Yeah, bro. Hey, go back to his website. Let me tell you how cool this is. Not many people know about it. So right here, his NFT collections, if you hold a mom and a dad, you can make a baby. And then the babies, and then but only you, not him, not the team. I know because I got a mommy and a daddy. They're not called that. They're called he's gonna kill me. He'd be like, man, how'd you do that? They're called
or if you have a male and a female and you have them, they can make a baby, and you just probably play a minor mint fee, and you can bring up a whole bunch of kids by doing this stuff. It's out of
yeah, but it makes it, but it's only by their traits. And it's awesome. Here, so actually, maybe I should share my.
Yeah, I don't have my. You can share your screen to show us.
And
this channel, we love the jumping around because we like to get as much data as we can. We drop the links. We rewatch videos multiple times, and so forth. So this is perfect. This is all of our speed.
And then, all right, so I don't have my wallet connected, so I can't do some of the features, but so if you go to their website, this is their website. Very cool. You can go join the phone. Man, it looks different than on my phone.
I can share it on mine if you want me to.
No, let me just connect this. Let me see. I've never done it on the computer, so you say you like to do things live. Let's do this live. It shouldn't show any of my stuff.
Hey, so the reason why I do stuff live is because I noticed some people who weren't doing stuff live, they were cutting critical steps out, right? So when you're watching their video, you're like, it doesn't work like that, right? So I do it live so people can hear like, oh crap, hey guys, you're gonna have to watch out for this over here, right? But this is dope. It also lets people know that it's real. Doing live shows for me just lets people know that it's real. So
all right, so the Shroomies dashboard is loading. Oh, I don't know.
No, it's all good. Because and the reason why it's all good is people, if this guy is Stone is heavily involved in these projects and he knows these people, he's used the tech before. So if you see it not going perfect for him, don't think you're special.
Well, this is the first time I use it on the computer. I usually use it on my phone. But anyway,
it works within mobile browsing as well, like Chrome or whatever. Yeah. Okay.
I use iOS.
Go ahead.
iOS. It works. It works flawlessly. Anyway, so you load the dashboard and you can go and join these friggers.
Yeah, it works with Joey Wallet.
Okay. Yeah, it works with Joey. Well. Oh, that's their Telegram.
I got and everybody out there, Fuma's doing this at the same time he is. So
why did I do it again? I just clicked that one. All right, so I don't think it's gonna work for me. I think it's the computer. I don't really do anything on the computer.
Well, I got some magic for you. Hold on. Here's what we're gonna do.
There you go. You do it. So anyway, on his website, you take. Can
you see it? Okay. I'll tell you. Here's an easier way. Yeah, so team, if you go in there, you can use your Zama to authenticate. You can also use the Joey wallet. I use my Zalman wallet. It authenticated to me. My guess is there's probably somewhere on here where I can go buy the NFTs. Is that correct?
Yeah. I don't know why.
Okay.
Give me a message saying that my microphone was unplugged. It's weird. Oh, let me share screen. Mine popped up.
Okay.
Let me show you what you need. All right. Let me take it back over. Share screen.
Hit share one more time and I'll.
Oh, I know why. So, yeah, the way you paginate things matters for all the developers out there. The way you paginate a wallet, that means the way that the website reads the wallet. If you don't give it enough time, if you're trying to read a wallet as large as mine, and I mean objects, not value, that it doesn't load right away. So that's what happened. It finally loaded, and this is this yellow button. You see it? Enter the champagne room. So these are my NFTs right here. I'm a big fan of Shroomies, as you can see. Don't judge me. Now I pick the mommy and the daddy. Pick your Sporewell. It's the 777 collection, and your matriarch. That's the moms. I call it the moms. They're not moms and dads. They're mushrooms. But I pick.
Hold on.
It doesn't matter. We'll just pick random ones. That one and this one, and hit resolve genetics. So now what it's doing is it's looking at all the traits that are under both of those, and it's given me the ones, and I've never done this on the computer. This looks so cool. It gives me all the traits I can pick from. So this is each drop down is the background, the caps, the body color, the necklace, the eyes, the pacifier, and the shoes. So you select all of those. We'll just change a couple of them real quick and hit preview the baby. So it'll pull up the baby, and if you like it, then you pay 10 XRP to minute. Oh, look at that baby. Can you see it?
Does it? So let's say it does it. It shows you the baby, then you generate it, and it's yours as an NFT.
It's yours, right? And then you can put it up for sale or whatever. Now look, now say you this is your preview though. So say, okay, you know what? I don't want it to be the moss guard output. That's the background. I don't know if you can see my cursor. The first field right here. And so you change it to itch pool depths. Hit preview baby. It goes through the thing, and every trait you can change, but you have to pick through the traits that are offered up through the mommy and the daddy. So now you see the background change. What if you wanted to change the body color? Let's make him granite. Oops. Nope. See, I clicked that on accident. It's like, are you sure you want to do that? No, I do not want to do that. I want to preview the baby. Listen, I've made a bunch of these. You will lose 3 hours before see how the skin color changed.
Does it have the ability for like the kids to grow up over a period of time?
Oh, I don't know. So the way these guys cook, there's a roadmap.
Okay, so no, this is good. This is yeah. Oh,
yeah. So you see,
baby, and then based off your baby's traits, let's say it's season 3, we just everything like video games. Season 3 comes. Do you want to upgrade this to this level, right? And maybe it goes to a high school kid or something like that, or whatever. Just throwing stuff out there.
So if you go to NFT collections, you can see the different collections. Let's see. But anyway, this is just the champagne room. This is where you take the NFT. This is the 777 Spores collection. I call them the daddies. Oh, let's do this one. This one. You select whatever one, and then you can create them. So this guy right here is actually one of the. I think he's like the number 1 or the number 2. Oh, I'm getting tired and click happy.
That's all good, man. If you want to take a soda, if you want to grab a soda, or whatever you drink, man. We've had people come on here and drink a little whiskey, wine. We just have the conversation and kick, man. It's all good.
I gotta get up at 5 o'clock and go to the gym, fellas. So we ain't drinking no more caffeine tonight. You can get the full energetic version at 9 a.m. Eastern, Monday through Friday. You guys got me on the other end of the spectrum. Plus Sunday night. You remember when you asked me, you're like, hey, Sunday night. I'm like, man, usually by the weekend, it depends. And this weekend, I ain't getting no sleep. I made bad choices. No, I made good choices.
I've seen you at night. Hey, you can't be Brandon with me. I've seen you at night on an XRP Vegas convention. We all make bad choices, Tom.
Oh, wild. All right, we'll make one more little baby here. But anyway, this number 1436, he's like the number 1 or the number 2. That's actually the album cover of the NFT collection when you go to it. And I like playing with the Dune guy. He's
the Quizzarts hat.
I made a couple of versions of him in the baby. Put them up for sale for like 50, 60 XRP. They're badass.
Oof. The Quizzarts hat. Oh,
yes. Come on.
Hold on. So hold on. Well, this is what you're saying. I need to sum this up for the chat. Hey, chat. This is the first project I've ever seen where if you have the 2 NFTs, you can make your own third and then go sell it. So you're like self-generating the NFTs on someone else's thing. So if you find a good combination you like, and maybe somebody likes these combinations, you could generate the NFTs and sell them yourself. You didn't have to come up with an NFT whole thing. Like you're just making NFTs on someone else's platform based on the base NFTs you got and you're selling them. You could do that as a business.
Yep. And you see, I got, so each wallet, I'm kind of telling on myself now. So each wallet, you could only generate one. When these came out, these matriarchs, I think there was only like 25 of them or something, some low number. And each wallet was only allowed to get one. I bought 2, and the collection was only live for like maybe 5 minutes. I bought 2 of them with 2 separate wallets, and then I scooped a third one up off the floor. Someone didn't realize they put it on the floor for like 100 and I don't remember. We can look at the blockchain. It was 125 XRP or whatever. I reached out to the dev. I'm like, hey, so no more matriarchs? He's like, no more matriarchs. I bought it, and there might be some on the floor now. If we go and look, though, I will probably buy it. So let's not go.
Because if you don't have a matriarch, you can't make no more.
Exactly.
Oh man.
Exactly. So you control the collection. So I got these 3. You can't make one that has this princess's traits, because I have it. And so this one with the jungle was the one that was on the floor. I say on the floor. It was up for sale, 100 and something XRP. I think they originally minted it like 75, or maybe they did mint at 100. I don't remember.
So for you people who don't know, when you go to XRP Cafe, they got floor prices. So we always say, man, what's the floor look like? The floor is like usually the bottom number. It'll usually the floor bottom number on it, and somebody will just sell stuff at floor. And you got people like Fuma who's like, okay, floor's running at 20. I haven't seen transactions in 3 months. I'm gonna give you 10.
Yeah, absolutely. There's XRP Cafe right there.
Yeah, well, I love it. But I got some crazy NFTs.
So there's just as an example. So the floor price on the Bear Champs is 495 XRP. I got a Bear Champ. I got where's mine at? Mine says dope across the face. I think it's.
And what's cool about the XRP Cafe team is if you want to see what they're really doing, there's a button for activity to his right off of the NFTs, and you can see how much activities. Just because they got a floor don't mean you got to pay that number. You know how Fuma does it. We start looking at activity. How bad is the market? Do you need it?
Here's so you type in Shroomies, the 777 are the daddies, the matriarchs are the mommies, right? Well, these are the babies. These are the babies. And so only the people that own the matriarchs made these. So I made this one. I made this one.
Can any of the
This
babies
one.
turn out to be a matriarch down the line?
Nope. That's what I asked. No, the matriarchs are the matriarchs. So if you go to the matriarchs, you're gonna have to put in an offer. You're gonna have to ask me. I got 3 of them.
He's trying to hit you in the head.
And I also, I know. I said, can I pimp this thing out? Like, yo, I'll let you borrow this matriarch, but you gonna anyway.
Does it have an escrow? Does it have like an
Look,
escrow?
here's the matriarchs. The floor is $199 right now. Ooh. On this guy right here. You see, these are the only mommies that you can have. He calls them matriarchs. I call them the mommies. And there's only 3 of them even for sale right now. Ooh, I really want this one.
You really make them an offer.
I should put that in offer. I don't have my wallet. I'm not connected to my wallet right now. So I don't connect my wallet to the computer, guys. So
can you do me a favor? Go back real quick. Can you go back real quick? There's no activity button because this is just okay. Hit the activity button real quick. I just want to show the chat something. Right next to the NFT button, if you go up to the left, right where the blue line meets the gray line.
Oh, right here.
Yeah. That'll tell you, y'all, how it's moving.
So,
yeah,
nothing to move for 19. Well, they're not going to be selling these. You got to go to something that people are going to be.
I look at the matriarchs to see how much matriarchs are moving for.
Oh, I got you. Yeah.
But it's
150.
Yeah.
The man, somebody scooped him at 50.
Yeah, so that's all. Like, so somebody was hurting. They, you know what I mean? Somebody was just. Yep. Usually, what I'll do is I'll tap their wallet. So, like, you saw that person with 50, I'll go tap their wallet to see what else they got in their wallet from other collections, and then be like, "Oh, I see you got that. Yeah, I like that. Let me make you an offer on that one." Right?
You do it like this. I like that they have see the names now. This guy doesn't have his established. Let me see. What about see right here where it says 2? Mm-hmm. It's Stone XRPL. That's my wallet. It's gonna take a while for this thing.
Oh, you're not in the fuzzy, are you? You in the fuzzy?
I have a. Of course, I support the XRPL. I started out with a few. Shout out to Ooga Tiger. Ooga Tiger sent me one of my first fuzzies way when they first started. Ooga Tiger is he's a big fan of the show. Why is this? Oh, because I'm clicking on the issuing address. So this is my wallet. UDKF.
Fuma.
You want to do this?
For people who don't know what you guys are even looking at right now, and that you're jumping through.
Oh yeah, we are
the basic of the NFTs because you guys are at collegiate level. Bring it back down to elementary school, please.
Yeah. So everybody, this is the XRP Cafe. As a matter of fact, what I will do for everybody is Monday I'll make it a tech talk for us on our show. But this is the XRP Cafe. This is one of about 2 or 3 locations Fuma goes to buy NFTs. I hold them on between my Zaman wallet and my Ledger. And I told you all the strategies I was doing back in the day, but we'll reiterate it. Oh, so Gmoney, yeah, like so I did do one on the XRP Cafe and some other stuff. Because I got a ton of NFTs as well. I usually buy NFTs in a bear market.
You guys haven't heard of Hoots yet, but they just got added to the farm. That's one of the devs that wasn't a dev in the beginning of that project reached out to me. I've been talking to him. But do you see this wallet? Are you paying attention for me? How long have I been scrolling?
Stone is hard with it.
This is what I'm talking about. When developers, if they don't have it paginate in your wallet to where it can read everything in larger sums, it'll run out of space before my wallet's finished loading, and then the website won't work. And so shout out to XRP man at Red Candle Killer on X. That's my dev. He uses my wallet to test all of his stuff.
Oh yeah, so yeah, we rock with it, man. We play his music all the time now.
Yeah, he all of his stuff says powered by X Meme. XMeme is my project. I CTO'd it. It was created in 2023.
Okay.
And XMeme's a shapeshift. There's the bottom. Oh, the Horde. If you guys aren't tracking the Horde, you got to follow my man Byron. He does a coloring contest on coffee and crypto every week now.
He's on X, right? The Horde, right?
The Horde, yeah. These ice cream cones are like a little giveaway thing he's doing right now. Pretty cool. Yeah, it's spiffy. I mean, dude, my whole wallet is just XRPL. It used to say at the top of it like the value and like how many are in there. I don't see that anymore. You guys can follow me on here. XRP Cafe just created this.
Like made it more social.
Removed it, but it was removed. Yeah, no, Stone, you were right. They used to have that, the value of your overall NFT portfolio.
Yeah, up at the top. Now, if you click value, it goes through and it shows you. Dang, Whiz Bang collection went. Well, my value of it. Let's view. This is the first time I've looked at it on here. I only have one. What's it talking about? Oh, that's the custom he did for me. Anyway, so XMeme. Let me talk about XMeme real quick. I never talk about it. So this was created by Crypto Asset Guy, and I took it. He created it November of 2023. I took it over this year, or this past. Actually, I guess it's last year now. I don't even remember. Created a dev wallet for it. Created a merch store for it. This is Merch Mob. There's another transition. Merch Mob is a company that I'm part owner of. And for you guys, Fuma, so this hasn't been shared yet. The devs just made it go live this week. My devs, every Monday at noon, we meet. This merchmob.net/stone link I gave you. If you use that link to create your store, your first month is free. This store is all direct to consumer, like drop shipping on steroids. We use the same like printer models as Disney, as the big boys. Yeah, we have all the same distributors. And then we just made a deal with Ty Project. You know Tyler Boone. You met him out in Vegas. Tyler Boone was the one that did the.
Dude, I bought.
There you go.
Yeah, man, we got everything, man. Yeah, I know Ty. I bought a whole bunch. I bought a lot of stuff. Not a lot. I'm starting to buy in bulk and move stuff with him. But you working with Tyler?
He's He's going to be a partner in this, or he is partner in Merch Mob. So his back end right now is getting incorporated into Merch Mob, and all the products that he makes, you'll be able to make. So you can make a Fuma's Boy store.
Go ahead.
You make a Fuma Boy'Z store, and the first thing I tell everybody is go get your brand copyrighted. Right? Go get your copyright, but you don't need that in order to create a branding store like this. And you just create your products, all the Tap Tech products, all the new dog tags, everything that Tyler Boone has on the Ty project. That's going to be an option when you go to. Let me see if I got the tab.
I was waiting on Tyler because I wanted to start moving some chains through him and some other stuff.
So if you go to, when you create your store, it's going to look like this. Oh wait, I gotta share the other screen. I switched screens on you.
And so
if you go to,
so for everybody out in the chat too, I need to tell the chat this because we've got some music artists in the chat. We got some music artists. We've got some of everything in my chats. Guys, pay attention because these are the same people the Fuma Boy chains came from. Tyler's the same guy who got the Fuma Boy chains that were given away at the next XRP thing. I was waiting for him to say, hey, I got my own store. You can load your merch on it and I'll move it for you and give you whatever. So it sounds like you guys have teamed up to do that. So that's cool. So that's cool.
That's exactly what it is. And on top of that, so can you go, let me share screen again?
Yeah, I'll drop it.
This is what you'll look like. So when you create your store, you see right here, it says the XMeme store. If I was gonna customize it, you know, this is how you would change all this. You go to products and create product. So once you hit create product, you're going to have his stuff as an option. So right now you have all these options of different brands or whatever. You see it goes all the way to like 41. We actually had to reduce this because there was even more options. I had him put in a special feature where you can sort it by color. I don't know if you guys can figure out why. But so like say you wanted to, you know, you had a specific color in your brand like Xmeme and you didn't want to sort through all the other products. That's just one way you can change it up. So once his backend gets in here, you'll have it right here in your product listing for like dog tag or, you know, whatever it is. I want him to make me, he makes rings, he makes jewelry. Like he made those cufflinks for Brad Garlinghouse and David. I want the Tap Tech rings so we can have our well, I don't know if we're allowed to talk about that yet. To have like a wallet in your Tap Tech ring.
Somebody was speaking to me about that, but I didn't know it was y'all. Somebody outside of your circle was telling me something one day, and I was like, he was like, "Do you know they're working on this on the ledger, right?" And I was like,
Yeah.
"How did you find out?" I was like, I didn't know who was doing it, but I heard, you know, like.
Well,
like,
there might be. So you know, Tanger has cards in a ring.
I heard I heard it was somebody else, but they didn't. The person that didn't want to get into who was doing it.
But I want it. But I don't want a Tanger. I want an Xmeme. I want a Fuma Boy'Z.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So to be able to have that Tap Tech product in your brand, it's kind of a big deal. So anyway, that's how that product flows. You select your product. We'll just, I don't want to go through the whole demo right now, but you select your product, hit continue, and then you'll be able to source your images, then change your design, your placement, all that things.
Okay, we're at an hour 47 in. What the thing we have not touched on, Stone, was your business. You have not brought up your site. We haven't got a chance to talk about it. If you don't mind, can you bring up your site? Let's talk about it a little bit, and let's bring you back for a round 2 in a couple weeks.
Yeah, man. I appreciate that too. Time is getting away.
If you want, I'll do a show that's not on a Sunday night. I'll do one in the middle of the day, or let's say about 7 o'clock during the week, a special crypto therapy for you, just so I don't mess with your sleep and stuff like that.
Yeah, let's do that. So I'll do a quick walkthrough. So a couple of different things with my site, and
why don't we do this? Why don't we stop right here? If you want, we can stop right here, have a brief conversation, and let's bring you back in a couple of weeks.
Well, let's talk about this real quick. You brought it up. I got to show you.
Okay, it's 11 o'clock, man. That's all right.
Let me share screen. Let me share screen real quick.
Okay.
So this is my X account. If you guys aren't on X, I highly recommend you create one. You don't need the blue check in order to operate on X, but it does help keep your account safe. So right here is the coffee and crypto community. That's where I post all my spaces so that you don't have to deal with the ledger, or the ledger, the news feed on X. But right here in my bio is a link to the website. And I had XRP Man is actually making a new site. BuildX, Matt from BuildX built me this original site, did an amazing job. Set in Stone Consulting, it just goes over basically what we do, and it's a pretty simple process. You'll hit the menu, go to book a session, and this is where the Xmeme token becomes a discount token or a coupon coin, whatever you want to call it, because you get a 30% discount when you use Xmeme. So you would just click on that. It goes and reads the active ledger on what that price would be. You select the strategy session. Do you want 30 minutes? Do you want an hour? Just do 30 minutes because as long as there's nobody after you, you'll be fine. And then pretty much everything's open right now. You just click on one that you want, what time you want, fill out your name. No, I guess I could.
Oh, you don't have to go all the way through it.
Let's see. Tell them what it's about. No, actually, this is gonna probably. Oh no, I'll still have to pay for it. So then it gives me the open your Zaman, and at this point, when you pay for it, it sends me a transaction of payment. It sends me a calendar invite, or no, it doesn't send me an invite. It books you into the calendar, and then it sends me a notification that I'm gonna be busy that day. So, and that is Matt from BuildX. He built it all from scratch. Works great. So here's a fun fact: nobody's paid an XRP.
Oh no, we're not giving no XRP up.
30% discount. So then what happens to those funds? Everything that I get paid in XMeme goes into the XMeme dev wallet. So literally for 2 years, every single person I've helped, everything that I've done, I've taken none of it. It's all gone into XMeme.
That's beautiful, because it's like, okay, if you need help, I help you. But this next XMeme thing, all the projects that come out of that, dude, it's gonna help you again. So they're like helping themselves by paying them that way. That's pretty neat.
Yep. So yeah, so then they become a holder of XMeme. They use it for that. That goes to the project, and it's gonna be reoccurring. Everything from the merch store, everything that's made goes into XMeme. None of it comes to me. And then the long-term vision for it is XMeme dev wallet will be the communities. And once the flywheel is going to where it's earning its own keep, it'll all be coded. I'll step away and I'll just be a community member as well. That's my goal. I don't want to run it forever. I want it to run itself. So to anyone out there that's building any kind of utility coin, meme coin project, any crypto project, the goal is for the baby to take care of itself. It should not rely on me. If I die in a plane crash tomorrow, that project should be fine. That's the goal. Right now, I die in a plane crash tomorrow, it has no value other than the merchandise and the community and the normal meme culture, right? But the utility of it being a discount token is now taken away. I don't want that. So I need to build something that will inherently create value and then be able to purchase those tokens off of the ledger. So the way that you would do it as a responsible community member, when you want to leave the project, you would put your tokens up for sale above market value, and then whatever mechanism that is taking care of the baby should buy you out, not relying on the next person coming in to buy you out. There's a big difference. So Farmers Union does a great example of that. If you're not familiar with the Farmers Union token, they have an arbitrage bot that is now generating buys. So not to get in the weeds of their project, I'm not involved with that project. I just know about it, and I've been a community member of that project. I'm not on the dev team of that project, although they do have 9 amazing devs that they're doing a great job. If you want to emulate them, I highly recommend reaching out to NFT Cookie on X and getting in a video call. But they have generated this arbitrage bot that makes its own money, that uses that money to purchase farm. So that way, if somebody is wanting to exit the project and they have patience, they can put their tokens up for sale above market value or above the current market price and just wait for the mechanism to buy them out. Awesome. That is the simplest way to take care of your community. Let your project earn a revenue, and then take care of the community. Long story short, I know I ramble a little bit.
No, this is good. This is good. So this is what we should do, because I'm getting a little tired, like everybody. You know how it goes. I'm not a spring chicken like I used to be. Let's do this. Let's do a follow-up next month if you're okay with that, and just we'll talk on the side. You say, hey, you know, Fuma, let's do it. Let's do that this time. That's more convenient for me, right? Well, because then we got to get up at 5. You got to get up at 5. I get that. I've been there, done that. I got 3 hats. The only thing is, I just got to be up by 8:30 so I can make sure I get your show and a cigar.
There you go. There you go.
So let's do this. Everybody, follow follow Stone on X. I dropped the link in the chat. We're gonna bring him back because we got some other people, and then we got some fun stuff we're gonna rock with. G Money, you got any more questions before we wrap this up tonight?
Muted. Sorry, trying to find the unmute button. No, I mean, you guys were riffing so well. I didn't even want to jump in and interrupt anything. Definitely, when we get Stone back on that X meme, we're definitely gonna dig deep into it.
Yeah, Doc. I've been seeing the X meme stuff pop up, and I was trying to figure it out, like who exactly. Because I'm jumping in different chats. Well, we'll talk later about that. Yeah, but now I'm starting to figure out the core. Right?
No, but we appreciate your time, though. Thank you.
X. X me. Now I know where it all's coming from. Stone, we appreciate you.
Right.
You wanna give us the closing? Want me to give you the one-on-one closing treatment? Let you be the closer. You can say whatever you want. I'm gonna give it to you right now. Here you go.
I appreciate the opportunity. I'm very passionate about the XRPL. I mean, I reshape my entire life around it. I focus on building people up. It's my belief that what you put out into the universe comes back to you. And I try to make good choices every day. I try to help out the next guy. And if you guys want to hear more, come to Coffee and Crypto with Stone and Lady K, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. That's all I got.
Hey, man, we're going to be there. I'll see you tomorrow morning. All right, everybody. So we're doing, tomorrow's Monday. So we're doing the regular Fuma Boy'Z show tomorrow, everybody. Please tap in tomorrow morning to Coffee and Crypto. Show some love. Like, their whole team has been showing us love over here. So everybody tap into their shows every day of the week. It's about 8 o'clock. Is that correct? Can you give me the correct time?
9 to 11 a.m. Eastern.
9 to 11.
Time zone.
Yeah, and then they got Fiesta Friday. So make sure we show up for Fiesta Fridays. You know how we do it. All right. Thank you all very much. And we're going to top out. I'll check you all later. Peace and God bless everybody. Deuce.
See ya.
Thanks for joining us on Cryptotherapy 589. If you clicked like and subscribed, you're officially part of the Smart Money crew. Don't forget, we're here every week with fresh insights to keep your crypto game strong. Until next time, stay sharp, stay decentralized.